Wow. Wow, we were. What is up, everyone? We are back. It's been 2 days, but it is time that we are back. Day 8 of our challenge. 2 days since day 7. And looking at that top left for the stats, it's surreal, isn't it? 133 attempts. We're about to start the 133rd. So 132 attempts we've gone through, and we have not beaten the secret boss. And when I look back to day 7, I have very, very much like that feeling. I don't know how to describe it other than ooh, like because the first attack was the final stage. We literally did everything we needed to do. We did all the hard stuff, but when we had to go through that scary maze, I like to call it the scary maze segment, oh my goodness gracious me, we fumbled the bag. We got a hit PB of 0 pretty much, but then we got hit right at the end to ruin everything. I cannot believe that still to this day that we messed that up. But I mean, I was telling everyone that the next step up from that is got to be just completing the whole thing. So hopefully we complete our task today, our task at hand, our mission, which is no hitting the secret boss. But I am 2 days out of practice. Will I be able to no-hit everything again? Will I continue to wipe? I think that's the strat, right? So I think I'll continue to try and do so. But maybe for the first 30 minutes of stream, I might have to practice the attacks. Because like I said, it's been 2 days. And maybe that 2 days will prove that, oh, efficient, you're out of practice. How are we all doing, guys? I am back. It feels good. Hello, streamer, Strawberry Milk. What is up? We are back, and it's new week, chat. It's week 28. Week 28. This period right now that we're in, I don't even know what to call it. July, June, we have some really good releases. I'm talking House of the Dragon. I'm talking Rick and Morty. I didn't even know Avatar: The Last Airbender dropped all at once. So we have a lot of stuff to watch off stream. I'm sure you guys, are you guys fans of those franchises as well that I mentioned? I can't wait to watch all of it. I really can't. And you know what? It fills me of sadness when I'm like, when I'm doing this right now, because I obviously really want to no-hit the secret boss. But I do just want to fight the secret boss in my spare time. It's just such a fun, it's such a fun secret boss. So yeah, I've done this 132 times. This is number 133. But it's one of those where I'm like, oh, when I'm done with the challenge, eventually I'll be done with the challenge. It's going to suck because I will no longer be streaming this secret boss. Now I think I will come back to try and I don't know, do an even harder no-hit sort of thing. But for now, I think I'll put it down, do some other stuff in Deltarune Chapter 5, eventually make some perfect playthroughs and all that jazz. But it's sad, isn't it? Like, when I do this, it's gonna be bye-bye. I love Avatar, Strawberry Milk. I'm happy you do, because my history of Avatar is as follows. Avatar: The Last Airbender is a show I grew up with. It was on Nickelodeon. It was on Nicktoons, actually, which was a Nickelodeon channel dedicated to Nicktoons. It was, oh, we got hit. I couldn't find an opening there. Didn't know how to, but of course we're just warming up, right? I did say I'll like practice for the first, I don't know, let's say for like three attempts. If we don't do it in 3 attempts, then I'll stop practicing and I'll start wiping. But I feel like we need to practice some of these attacks just a little bit. But yeah, like Avatar: The Last Airbender. It was on the TV channel 606, it was on Sky, and that channel 606 was Nicktoons, right? Nickelodeon had 3 channels growing up. Well, it actually had quite a lot. It had Nick Jr. and all that stuff, but the main ones, when you're like, I don't know, above 5 years old or whatever, well, maybe like when you're 8 years old, I don't even know. But essentially, when you're no longer a toddler, no longer a child, well, you're a child. What age range? Like, what, 8? I'd say like 7 to 12. There was Nickelodeon +1, which was basically Nickelodeon. And also, it's because you think I'm cute, this body's cute, right? Yes. Sorry, I have to read these because I don't actually know the answers. Because you only do this once, right? And then you're all good to go. But yeah, TLDR, there were 3 channels from like 7 to 12 that were in my rotation in terms of Nickelodeon. I grew out of Nick Jr., right? I no longer watched Nick Jr. So what ended up happening is I'd watch Nickelodeon +1, which was not really like a channel, it was just Nickelodeon, the main channel, but like an hour later. So it was one of those. And then you also had Nicktoons, and Nicktoons was really cool. So essentially there was only 2 channels, wasn't there? I always watch Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. Yeah, those are the best. Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. What else did I watch? I literally had a very, very beautiful upbringing in terms of content. I would watch iCarly when it was coming out. I'd watch Victorious when it was coming out. Maybe people watch Victorious and iCarly and these shows to this day, but I was watching it and looking forward to it when it was coming out. I lived in the golden era of childhood sitcoms, I think. That's what I tell myself. I did just get hit again, chat. That is not ideal, but it is what it is. Also, of course, as you can see, I am really not doing it in terms of using the lovely boy, but I'm not doing it in the most efficient way. But I feel like I said, let me just get some experience under my belt, and then we'll carry on. But yeah, Sam and Cat, of course. Sam and Cat as well. I was there for when those episodes were coming out. And it was so funny when Ariana Grande started doing the most when it came to her, being seen, more, as an adult as opposed to, a childhood, because she was, a actor on TV that I would watch, right? And then my family, when they saw her doing, the splits on stage and doing, all these, she was starting to, not sexualize herself, but you know what I mean, just, she was looking hot. And it's crazy because they always saw her as Cat. And I saw her as Cat as well, of course. But when she started being Ariana Grande, and people were like, oh, she looks really good and all that stuff, and she's doing these crazy moves and really being sexy, it was so interesting to see my family and everyone really be like, oh my gosh, she was Cat Valentine and Victorious and Sam and Cat, and now she's being Ariana Grande. This is weird. This is weird. But it was that's what they do, right? That's what they do. They're actors. They're doing their job, and then they become obviously their own person. And she is. I remember watching Victorious saying she's obviously amazing, got a great voice, but I thought Victoria Justice had the better voice. And Victoria Justice, the company she was with definitely forced her to do that. What do you mean? To be more sexy? I don't know. But essentially, to do the voice, she definitely obviously had to do the voice, right? But what I'm trying to say is, she was doing one of those things where she was what I'm trying to say. I forgot my trail of thought because I just read chat, which was in between my thoughts. Oh, being sexy. Okay, interesting. Yeah, was she told to do that? I don't know. If she was, that's interesting. I didn't know that. But yeah, wherever it is, my family was shocked, and it was interesting because my brother would always watch Victorious with me, and he's 7 years older than me, chat. So when I'm watching Victorious as a 10-year-old, he's watching it as a 17-year-old, and he would say, he would be on social media and he'd say Victoria Justice is good. Now, don't get me wrong, she's good looking too, of course, but he would say stuff like, Ariana Grande is better looking. Ariana Grande has got a better voice. Ariana Grande should be the lead in the show. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Victoria Justice is I have a crush on Victoria Justice. How are you saying this to me right now? And he'd be like, no, Ariana Grande, trust me, she's better. And I was like, what? How are you possibly saying this? And honestly, I started to notice it as soon as he said it. Ariana Grande, I noticed that her voice is very, very, very good. And Victoria Justice, her voice is amazing, but I think Ariana Grande's was better. And that's what my brother was saying. And I was like, wow, you just ruined the show for me. Because I thought Victoria Justice was rightfully the main character and the better singer. And all that jazz. But eventually, I realized that Grande is the better voice. And I love Grande, I love Victorious, and I love the person that played Jade as well. I don't know their name. Liz Gills, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's one of those where essentially, I grew up with the show, and it's just interesting because Grande, my brother, has a really a knack for talents, and I remember he was watching Justin Bieber on YouTube before he was signed to anyone, and was saying this kid's gonna go places, and he was also watching Victorious with me and saying, Ariana Grande has got the better voice out of all of them, and she's gonna go places, and lo and behold, I don't even know. I have a few Victoria Justice songs on my playlist. I think there's Raw. Victoria Justice song called Raw, and I really like Victoria Justice, you know what I'm saying? I really like her, but the fact that she wasn't with the cast in some cast interviews is interesting. I don't know too much about her to say that I really like her sort of thing, because I don't know anything controversial. I don't know, but I think from what I know, I can say I really like her. I don't know, maybe that's a bit weird, but what I'm trying to say is, from what I know, as long as she hasn't cancelled herself, she's really good. And Ariana Grande is just, yeah, I'm a huge fan of Ariana Grande. Probably more so now than Victoria Justice. Sorry, Victoria. But it's just Ariana Grande over the years. I grew up with her as a kid, and now I see her talents on stage now, and I'm like, she's got the best voice of our generation, in my opinion. I think Taylor Swift is the best songwriter and the best overall artist. I think Ariana Grande has the best voice. And Halsey's voice and Halsey's music, I just love. There's a soft spot for it. I don't know what it is, but I feel like she's not better than Taylor Swift, and she's not better than Ariana Grande, but she's in my opinion, better, if that makes sense. Like, she's my cup of tea, but she might not be yours. Halsey I really like. So Halsey's voice and Halsey's everything. To rank them is criminal, right? They're all three amazing, but I would say Halsey is just really, really, really good. I would say Halsey, for me, is like my favorite. I don't know, Closer and all these songs that she has, not even Closer. Like, I'm talking about, like, I have a playlist dedicated to Halsey where it's literally, I've listened to every single one of her songs and I've ranked them all, and I love Halsey. By the way, I've done the exact same thing for Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande. I love them all, but it's one of those. My favorite famous singer is Lorde. Yeah, Lorde's amazing. Lorde's amazing too. Do you like Lorde? I do like Lorde, but I'll be real, I haven't listened to their entire discography, so I can't really tell you too much. And Lorde is someone, yeah. I basically haven't experienced too much of Lorde's music, so I can't really tell you how much I do like, but I know my mum likes Lorde. I know a lot of people like Lorde, and I think if I listened to Lorde's entire discography, then I would like, I think I would like Lorde. It's one of those, right? But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon had 2 channels, and it was really just 2. There were 3, but it was really just 2, which were, of course, Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon Plus 1 is the, yeah, we don't really include that. And then Nicktoons. Now, of course, there's Nick Jr. and these other shows and the other platforms. I think it was just Nick Jr., but as a kid, when you grow up of Nick Jr. and you go into Nickelodeon, right? And when I moved on to Nickelodeon, I found all those shows that we were referencing. Victorious, iCarly, Drake and Josh, all that jazz, right? But what I'm trying to say is Nicktoons is when Avatar Last Airbender was, right? Nicktoons. Yeah, you love your mom? Yeah, my mom I think likes Lorde, so yeah, you must love her. So yeah, anyway, Nickelodeon has 2 shows. Oh, I was actually safe right here, chat. I was safe right there. I thought I was safe right there, but I, for some reason, pressed down one more time. Not ideal, but we'll keep on moving and we'll keep on grooving. But yeah, TLDR, Nickelodeon, and it was like Nickelodeon versus Disney Channel, right? It was kind of like that rivalry where I would, what do I watch? Nickelodeon, iCarly. I don't know, I love Disney. I love Disney so much. I love it so much. But in terms of the shows, I think iCarly, Drake and Josh, Victorious, were they better? Arguably, yes. They had more of an influence on my childhood. But then you got to think of Hannah Montana. I was quite young when Hannah Montana came out, but I was very present, and I did watch Hannah Montana. So it's one of those where it's like, ooh, Hannah Montana, yeah. I mean, I was young for it, but it was really good nonetheless. So do you... Oh, that was a very bad position I was in. Also, I know I could have skipped that by using a Mega Flood, by the way, chat. I am very stupid. Don't mind me. We are just getting our experience in whilst we yap, and then we'll get some good runs in. But it's one of those where Hannah Montana, I was kind of young for it. Selena Gomez and Wizards of Waverly Place, now that is a competitor. I loved Wizards of Waverly Place. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, oh my gosh, again, another competitor. I don't know. I mean, it's really tough to pick between the 2. I would probably have to say Nickelodeon. I mean, Good Luck Charlie was on Disney Channel as well, guys. I mean, there were so many good shows. Nickelodeon and Disney Channel, all these shows had such a huge impact on my upbringing. Same as SpongeBob and Nickelodeon on Nicktoons. It was amazing. But let's just focus on the task at hand, which is Avatar: The Last Airbender. TLDR, I grew up with all these shows, right? All these channels and everything. And I will say this before I get into Avatar: The Last Airbender. I actually went through one day, and it only took a day. It wasn't that much work. It does sound like a lot of work what I'm about to say, but it really wasn't that bad. What I did was, I went through the entire Sky TV catalog, which is what I have as cable in my country. So cable, I went through the entire cable channel in the Sky catalog, and I realized that, oh my gosh, this is actually outrageous. This is insane, because I watched so many shows. And what was interesting is, from watching all these shows and writing them down, you realize, oh my gosh, it won't take that long to rewatch them. Now, exactly. You might have heard me say it, but I said it so nonchalantly, I want to focus on what I said. I wrote down all the shows I watched. I know exactly what shows I watched as a kid, chat. I know exactly which ones. And I wrote them all down. And there was a time in my life where I rewatched, and I started rewatching them. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, that was one of them. I rewatched that last year. Shaolin Showdown, rewatched that last year. iCarly, watched that the year before in 2024, rewatched all of that. I want to go through all these sitcoms and everything. And yeah, it's one of those where I kind of want to re-experience all that stuff, but in due time, right? Right now, as you guys might know, I'm watching Pokemon. I started with Pokemon Sun and Moon. I've gone all the way from Sun and Moon to Sword and Shield. Well, let's just say it by generations, right? Because the games don't really match the generation name. So Pokemon Sun and Moon, for example, that is what it's called in the anime and the game, but Sword and Shield is called Pokemon Journeys, isn't it? So it's a bit different. So if I say it by generations, I think that's a bit easier for all of us to follow. So essentially, what I'm trying to say is Pokemon Sun and Moon. Oh, you can still move while you're, whilst you're moving, you can still move. Like, whilst you're rotating, you can still move, which is interesting. That is something I never really thought of. But yeah, essentially, what I'm trying to say is, I'm watching Pokemon Horizons at the moment, so I can't really go through my childhood binge. But when I'm done with Pokemon... Sorry, I'm not even watching Pokemon Horizons. Let me actually collect my thoughts and explain to you what's going on. Oh my god, did you watch Haunted Hathaways? I've heard of that, but no, I did not watch it, I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry to disappoint. I think I have not watched it, Strawberry Milk. But, yeah. I'm watching Pokemon... If you guys don't know, me and my Pokemon journey is as follows. I watched Pokemon's Gen 4 to 5 as a kid, and I then, as an adult, starting from 2025 last year, I started watching Pokemon Gen 7, and I finished that, went to Gen 8, went to Gen 9, and now I finished Gen 1 as well, and I died. And now I'm going on to Gen 2, and that's where I'm at. But because of Pokopia, I started watching Austin John Plays' playthrough, and because of just life in general, I'm watching like more and more different things, like House of the Dragon. Like, all these shows are coming out where I have to dedicate time to that because I want to watch those things. Like The Boys, when that was coming out, I had less and less time to watch my Pokemon, and I'm still on Gen 2 basically. It's been quite some time since I've been on Gen 2, but I'm nearly done, right? Because I watched Gen 4 to 6 already, Gen 7 to 9 I've watched now, Gen 1 as well, so it's just Gen 2 and 3, and I'm halfway through Gen 2. Well, I'd say a third. Not even a third, like maybe like a quarter, because I'm not even, I'd say a sixth, because I'm halfway through the first season of Gen 2, and there's 3 seasons of Gen 2, so it's like literally a sixth. Maybe you need the actors, need to see the actors. I'm sure you watched the episodes before, maybe. But yeah, we're on attempt 105 now, chat. I'll do one more attempt, and then we will jump into like actually wiping, okay? One more attempt of getting into the swing of things, warming up, and then we will start wiping, okay? That's what we're gonna do. But yeah, I loved all those shows. I wrote down all those shows like that I watched as a kid down so that I may watch them as an adult, just to re-experience them, like Wizards of Waverly Place, and also the cartoons such as, I was about to say Avatar: The Last Airbender, but that's something I've grown up with. I don't think I've gone like 2 years without watching the entire show. It's literally one of those shows where, obviously, I don't watch the entire show all the way through, but what I do, said doo-doo, what I do is, said it again. No, but seriously, what I do is I watch it through either the normies again, or I watch my favorite episodes again, or I try to show my nephews it, but I don't want to show it to them just yet, because it's like a commitment, right? I want them to fully commit to the show and the franchise. Oh, what was I doing there? I thought I was safe. I really thought I was safe. Okay, I was about to wag, but like I said, let me get a little bit more experience, and then we'll go through it. But yeah, essentially, what I'm trying to say is, I would have these 2 channels, Nickelodeon Plus 1, that doesn't really count, and then Nicktoons. And on Nicktoons, I had Avatar: The Last Airbender. And Avatar: The Last Airbender is what I grew up with. I had that on one of the channels, Nicktoons, on 606, in Sky, in the UK, and it was an amazing time. I loved it very, very much, and I fell in love with all these characters. Then, lo and behold, like, I don't know, 1 year, I see Avatar: The Legend of Korra. And of course, that strikes my interest, because I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, but it's one of those shows when you grow up as a kid that people don't really know, right? A lot of people know SpongeBob, like everyone knows SpongeBob, it's like a household name, but it's like an artist that you know, but not everyone else knows. Like Taylor Swift, everyone knows Taylor Swift, but maybe an artist such as like a UK artist that I listen to, not a lot of people know them. And it's interesting because it's like, oh my gosh, like they are kind of like, how do you guys not know these people, right? I know them and they're like a household name for me, but some people have never heard their names in their lives. And that just is so interesting, right? I find that so interesting. And what is the most interesting is that Avatar: The Last Airbender is one of those shows, but as I grew up, I realized, oh no, there's a huge fan base for Avatar: The Last Airbender, huge. And it is more than just a kids show, which is what I love to see. Now, of course, the best kids shows or the best kids movies are the ones that are enjoyed by the whole family. And I think that's so true. It's so true. And sorry for the sudden increase in volume is because I thought I nearly got hit. But as you saw, I didn't, so that's fantastic. I'm going to flirt and everything, and this should get us to phase 3 a lot quicker. And as you can see, we're like actually pressing the right buttons now. I think I'm a bit warmed up. We can start pressing the buttons correctly and start answering the questions correctly and all that jazz. But it's one of those, chat, where essentially, as I was growing up, I realized Avatar: The Last Airbender, there's a huge fan base for it, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy because I love that show so much, and like I said, I grew up with it. I watched Avatar: The Legend of Korra as well, grew up with that in a sense, and I loved both franchises. And I think when I was a teenager, like 14, 15, after these shows stopped airing, I was trying to move, but I was like, can the box move me instead? And I opted for hoping for the box to move me, and of course, it didn't end up happening. Now, essentially, as a teenager, I started watching, I don't even know if I started watching the normies as a teenager, or when it was, but I basically started watching like Avatar: The Last Airbender as an adult and stuff, and it was just so interesting because I'd watch it through the normies and I'd watch it through Blind Wave and I'd also watch it through myself, and it was just so fascinating to see. Like, obviously the normies, they would have this slogan where it's like, this is not just a kids show, right? And it really wasn't. They watched it as adults and they were like, this show is amazing, how did we, like, you know, not see this before? And because obviously they weren't kids at the time, right? And it's just so funny because I've watched it throughout the years, on and off, and it's one of my favorite shows, if not my favorite series, my favorite animations ever. Now, How to Train Your Dragon, I was talking about yesterday, is probably my favorite movie of all time, but when it comes to my favorite series of all time, I think that has to go to Avatar: The Last Airbender. I hold that show in such high regard. I love it so much, and it's one of those where essentially I can't imagine my life without it in a sense, because it's taught me so many things. I love it, and the characters are so amazing. And then when you have shows that you love and hold so dear to your hearts, and you hear that they're getting a live action, it fills you with excitement, but it also fills you with fear, right? When I heard that this show's coming out, the live action, in 2024, when I first heard it, I was like, oh, chat, I moved left and I just dodged it. Did you see that? The game just saved me. The game's like, oh, you made a mistake there, let me just take you out, sort of thing, right? That was hilarious. We're all good to go though, right? We're just going to defend, and we got 5 Doki, and boom, 2 Doki right there, and then we're done. All right. We have warmed up, chat, well and truly, but we still haven't done the grid attack. We've done 3 attempts, but we haven't done the grid attack. But yeah, just to finish off the trailer 4 before we get into, like, sweat mode, and we start getting really focused, I will finish my trailer 4. Now, it is 29 degrees Celsius. I wanted to check that because I just said sweat, and I'm not sweating yet, IRL. But we'll see, we'll see. It's going to be a low-key heat wave, I'd say. A low-key heat wave this week. Let me actually check the weather completely, chat. Do you want to see the weather forecast for where I live right now in the UK? The heat and the temperature is going to be 31 today. It's going to be 30 degrees Celsius tomorrow, 31 on Wednesday, 32 on Thursday, and Friday it's going to be 30, Saturday 29. Oh my gosh, it's really... Okay, it's the weekdays where essentially you're going to experience 30 degrees Celsius, and then after that it's going to go back to like 28, 28, 26, 27 sort of thing. So, slight heat wave, not as bad as before, because before it went to 35, but you might see me sweating, you might see me really panting, because it is hot. But honestly, the hottest time of the day is 4 p.m. And I used to go live at 4 p.m. on that hottest week, the last heat wave we had. And hopefully I am more organized to go live a bit earlier. Now, I will say this, and I'll say it again later. Wednesday, I'm probably going to go live, chats, later than 11 p.m. I'll let you guys know properly, but I have to go to my nephew's sports day. And when I go to that, it's going to be from 9 to 11. So I'm pretty sure I can't stream in the morning. I mean, I definitely can't, because I've got a gym class where I'm going to be doing like a blaze class where you really just go crazy and you blaze it out, and you're doing loads of different stations. I'm going to be doing that, and then I'm going to go home, eat some food, go to their sports day, and then make my way home. And I should be home, I don't know when, maybe like 1 p.m. Don't know when I'll go live, because at that point I will be eating. So probably we'll eat and go live at like 4 p.m. or something. We'll have to wait and see. But let's just say 4 p.m. is when I'll go live on the infamous Wednesday. And then yeah, that's that. But have I said everything I wanted to say about Avatar: The Last Airbender? I think I have. It's a huge show for me. Very beloved. I cannot wait. I've talked about it for a couple days now. I think on Saturday and Sunday I talked about it. And I cannot wait to see the live action. But of course, House of the Dragon, I just watched that. Got to watch it again. I'm going to experience everyone's reactions. The normies, Blind Wave, everyone's Alt-Shift-X's live stream when I'm cooking. I'm going to listen to that as well. The podcast, well, it's not really a podcast, but I'm going to treat it as such. And then I will, once I've rinsed all of the House of the Dragon content, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's move on to like Rick and Morty. Well, I think I'll watch Rick and Morty. You know what? I might save Rick and Morty for tomorrow morning or something. I don't know. And then when it comes to Avatar: The Last Airbender, bro, there's 7 episodes, and I didn't know that they all dropped at once. That was something I didn't realize, and that is something I'm like, that's really exciting, because I could watch 1 episode here, I can watch maybe 2 over there, and I can finish the rest over here. That's kind of what happened with Squid Game too. I'm pretty sure I watched all of Squid Game in one go, because I just love Squid Game. But season 2 was released all in like one go, and I think season 3 as well. So I might do the same thing with Avatar: The Last Airbender, especially since I'm so far behind. I think it came out 2 weeks ago, and I still haven't watched even 1 episode, so I can't wait for it. I do think the live action, they've adapted well, and it's one of those where nothing can beat the animation, but at least we can get something as an alternative, and it's better to have it than not have it, I always say. That's at least my opinion. Some people don't like that. Some people would rather just like, don't touch it, because you're ruining it. But some people might, like me, appreciate the fact that they touched it, because yeah, they could use it for a money grab, but I think they're really honouring it and showing us, for me, I like it how they're showing us what this could look like with real life people. I think that's something that's a new experience that could be really cool to see. Like, imagine seeing, like, you know, the Azula vs Zuko fight in season 3, in book 3, sorry, like right at the end. Seeing that, hearing the music, it could be beautiful. It might not be as beautiful, but it could be amazing. Seeing Aang fight the Fire Lords, amazing. And if they make the Korra version as well, The Legend of Korra, I would love to see that. But without further ado, guys, we are ready to go. It's attempt 136. We have warmed up. It's time. It's now or never. Now, I'm going to start wiping. This is it. 3 attempts. We are well and truly warmed up. Let's lock in and hope that we don't have to wipe too much, because the whole point of wiping is so we can get a good run. Let's hope those good runs come quick and often, because we don't want to spend time wiping, right? We don't want to spend our time wiping. We want to spend our time grinding. We want to spend our time thriving. We want to spend our time winning. Now, I need to remind you, last stream, we got all the way to the final stage. We did everything. We did the hard part, but we got hits in that scary maze game. I can't believe that little maze that we were going through, we got hit on. That is the easiest part of the entire fight. And we got damaged from it. That blows my mind. There was an opening at the bottom, but I couldn't quite get there. But like I said, chat, it's time to start sparing. It's time to start wiping. We are getting back to that point. Now, whenever I do beat the secret boss, what do I do next? I think I was talking to you guys about this, and it was interesting, right? Because there are a few things I would like to do, and one of which is beat the secret boss physically. What I mean by that is defeating her via combat. I haven't actually done that. Are the rewards different? I don't know. I would like to find out. That is something we'll do. And you know what? I kind of want to write this stuff down, so forgive me whilst I open this up. But I am going to open up a Google Doc and write down stuff. So after no hits secret boss, what do we do? Beat secret boss via combat. And then what else could we do? We could, I mean, we have to think about it, but I'm pretty sure at that point we start speedrunning, speedrun sort of thing. I don't know, speedrun straight afterwards. Of course, before that, I would say, before we speedrun, I would like to, what is it called? Aborting the weird route. I would like to abort weird routes, because I haven't done that yet, and I heard there is new content if you abort it. Of course, there is something that I haven't experienced, and I can't believe I didn't do that on my first day. I think it was just a really hot day. That's why I didn't do it. But yeah. So I bought the weird route speed run, and then from there I'll kind of think about it. But after the no hit, I think I talked about it one time with great detail and great admiration of what I came up with, but I don't actually know what we ended up saying we'd do. But I think I need to go back and look for that stream. Maybe you guys remember and you can let me know. But attempt 136, is that what we're on? We started on attempt 133. 133, 134, 135, those were the wiping ones, and that was probably 136, so we do need to bump that up to 137, because now we started wiping after 3 attempts of practicing. 136, of course, was our first proper attempt, or our first wiping attempt, and we didn't manage to succeed. So let me make that 137, and let's keep on moving. Remember what... I'll never forget when we were talking about like attempt 20, attempt 30, around then. We were talking about, oh yeah, efficient, I think you'll do it at attempt 50. Oh yeah, efficient, like maximum attempt 100. We are now well and truly deep into the hundreds. We are on attempt 137 right now. Can we achieve greatness? Is attempt 137, shout out NMP lol, is that going to be the special attempt? If we do it on that attempt, then we have to sing the NMP lol song. 137, then I really something. I love NMP lol. And of course, that song as well is just such a good starring stream song that I really look forward to hearing whenever it does do it. Austin John Plays just uploaded. I've been playing Power World 1.0 for, sorry, not uploaded. I just tweeted and he's talking about Power World. Something that's, obviously I have Austin John Plays notifications on as you just saw. But nothing I need to really write home about there. I think we're all good. Yes! Okay, amazing stuff. Now, Austin John Plays is playing Power World. Is that a good luck charm? I don't know. I have never played Power World, by the way. I'm a big Pokemon fan, and if Pokemon don't like it, I'm like, okay, why? Is it because it's too close to home? I think so. Now, I did watch Moist Critical play a tiny bit just to see what it's like. And yeah, it's just basically Pokemon, isn't it? It's just basically Pokemon. And for me, I think I should play Power World because I love Pokemon. But it's one of those I just never got round to it, and I do need to. Now, I will read that Austin John Plays tweets later, but as of right now, we need to focus on the task at hand. And we have, for the first time today, on day number 8 of this challenge, we have got a good run on our hands, because of course, we no-hit the grid attack. Now, I think if we just stay focused, we know exactly what to do. I think if we just stay focused, we can no-hit phase 2 with our eyes closed, but we have to be focused, we have to be smart, and we have to play with our minds and not our emotions. We have to be very locked in. So let's lock in real quick. What are we coming up against? We're coming up against a very, very, very easy attack. I have arrived once again. What's up, King Sam? What is up? Talk to me about iOS. You know, King Sam, when I defeated Sans for the first time, you were there, and we were talking about Apple technology and stuff like that. Is your presence gonna fill me with the luck and the ability to no-hit this secret boss, which is a much tougher task than beating Sans, I'd say. But maybe it's not, who knows. Let's use another Dark Burger and Lovely Boy. Now, King Sam, I just updated my phone, I think to iOS 26.5.2. I freed up loads of storage, and I was able to do it. Now, freeing up that storage, as you guys know, offloading all the apps, then deleting them, and I managed to just about get enough storage. And my iPhone 11 Pro updated to the newest iOS. But if I talk about Apple, we have to talk about Apple, don't we? And I mean, that is what we love to do. The thing is, September is around the corner, chat. It's July. What do you expect at this point? Should I wait? Because I still haven't gotten a new Apple Watch. A new Apple Watch and Apple Watch in general. And I still haven't got some new AirPods, something I really, really need. Because I can't listen to podcasts anywhere. Because obviously I have no Apple AirPods to do that. Now I do need some hearts, chat. I do need to go a bit quicker. Okay, there we go. I need another heart. 67. Huge, huge stuff. We just no-hit phase 2. This is amazing. King Sam, your presence might have done some real wonders to our life right now. This is crazy, because what I can do, as I've done before, I've gotten to the final stage. We literally have done and no-hit everything before, but we just messed up on the Scary Maze game. You guys know what's happening. Bitter tear it up. That gets us completely full. Rousey can't do anything anyway, even if we wanted to, but Rousey, we don't need to, because if we defend, we get the TP, we get everything. We are at the next stage. Speaking of Apple Watches, I now have one. I bought a Series 9 from Facebook Marketplace for 100 quid. Can you remind me what series we're on right at the moment? And also tell me your experience with the Apple Watch, because I really, really want an Apple Watch. I really want an Apple Watch, chat. If you guys know me, you know that I've been wanting an Apple Watch, some new AirPods. New AirPods have only been for like the last 6 months, but also a new phone. Now, Apple Watch has been something I've wanted for years now, and I've never gotten around to actually purchasing it. And I have this watch on me, which looks like an Apple Watch, but it just counts my steps, and that is all I use it for. And it's really good. You know, I really enjoy seeing my step count, and I do obviously try and hit 8,000 steps a day. As of this year, I've achieved it every single day, which is really good. But an Apple Watch is just so much better. You can do, it's literally a phone in your wrist, and I would love to have it. So it's one of those where Apple Watches, please enter my life. I just need to make the purchase. I need to just press a couple buttons. I just need to purchase a couple buttons. The reason what's stopping me from purchasing an Apple Watch and pressing a couple buttons is simply because I have the desire to research everything before I do it. Okay, lock in, lock in. Oh my god, okay. Stay still, stay still. Alright, don't go in the middle. Fantastic. Don't go in the middle again. Oh my gosh, we just got blessed. We just got blessed. We just got blessed with the easiest rotational box attack ever. Can we lock in for a second? We're talking about Apple, yes. And maybe that's why we just no-hit that. But oh my gosh. This, my friends, is the furthest we've got. This is the furthest we've got. Now, I say the furthest we've got. The first attack was the final stage. And I'm not speaking correctly. Essentially, we've only gotten past that, no-hitting that, once. We've only gotten past that, no-hitting that, maybe twice, actually. I think we got past that twice. The first time we got past it, we failed on an attack around here, maybe an attack after this. And the second time we got past it, we got to the final stage. So this is insane right now, because we could no-hit the secret boss if we just focus up. So, King Sam, type up all your things. Apple luck, woo! Yeah. King Sam, I'll read all your stuff afterwards, but we need to lock into this attempt right now, because we could make history and finish it on attempt 137. Shout out NMP LOL. What an attempt to do it. Let's make sure and honor NMP by doing it. Okay, here we go. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. Use the Dark Burger. And use a Lovely Boy. Do we use Lovely Boy? No, which defends. Get my TP up. I don't exactly know what to do here, but I know at the end, or like on the zooming in circle attack, we farm a lot of TP, and that's where we really do our damage. So hopefully we can do a lot of damage, and really and truly, I can use Susie's like Tension Max to get +3 Doki if we ever need a lot more. But right now, let's lock in. We know what attacks next. We know what attacks next. It's the big cats. It's the big cats. Very easy to dodge. But of course, when your hands are shaking like mine are, it's very tough. Okay, right here in the middle was safe. Up top. Okay, fantastic. Over here. Okay, on the left-hand side. Down, down, down. Oh my gosh, I got hit. There is no freaking way. There is no way. Chat, I should have started in the middle. I started all the way up here, and I saw the opening, and it was right at the end. That is so heartbreaking. That is crazy, though, isn't it? We start talking about the infamous Apple, and we start talking about technology, and we start talking about Apple Watches. And I get so far. That is King Sam. I don't know what you did, but you really just, I don't know. Stay in chat, King Sam, because we need your good luck right now. So let's read your messages now that we haven't done it. I love it. It's so good. You can get your heart rate on stream and recording. Oh, is that how you get it? Is that how streamers get it? Through Apple Watches? Maybe there's another way you can get it. But that's interesting. I didn't know actually how people get their heart rate on stream. But that must be one of the methods, right? That's actually really cool. I love that. So I could get my heart rate on stream right now and be like, yo, I am going 200 beats per minute because I am seriously so scared that I will get hit. That is kind of where I was just then. I don't even know why we're continuing, really and truly. I guess it's just because it's easier to wipe right at the end, but also a little bit of practice, right? But then again, I didn't really practice that well, did I? Because I just got hit like 17,000 times in that attack. But either way, let's go through this. I can't wait to see if we get a new MacBook and the new iPhones. Do you think we'll get a new MacBook? I swear we already got a new MacBook somewhat recently. I don't think we'll get a new MacBook, right? But, yeah, so you got a new, so wait, what's the latest, Apple Watch, bro? Because Series 9, is that like last year's one, or is it this one? 100 quid seems so cheap, so isn't Apple Watch Series 9 worth it? Series 11, so you got one for 100 quid on Facebook Marketplace, so you got one for 100, oh wait, that's not even that good a deal. So I was thinking that's a really good deal, because I thought they were like £1,000, but Series 11 is the newest, and isn't Series 11 like £249? Or how much is the Series 11? I'm out of water. Series 11 is the newest, so 2 years back, you got it for £100. How much is the Series 11? Because for me, I might just spend like an extortionate amount of money on an Apple Watch and just get the latest and greatest. But Series 9, only 2 generations behind. That is what you do, right? 400 quid. Series 11 is 400 quid. So you save 300 quid, but you're 2 generations behind. Is that a good deal? I would say I need to see what other people are offering. 2 generations behind, 100 quid. I don't know if that's a great deal or not, but it feels like it is. I don't know if it is or not, but it feels like it is. So congratulations on that deal. But yeah, I look forward to the day I have an Apple Watch. I think it will change my life. Same with like noise cancellation AirPods. I've lived my life with, you know what was crazy? When I got my AirPods, they're not even my AirPods, they're my friend's AirPods. He gave them to me because I would get these knockoff AirPods. I got these knockoff AirPods for myself at first. And I was like, oh, these knockoffs, there's a reason why they're knockoffs, because they're £20, but they don't do what they say they do, which is be wireless and stuff. They are really bad. So it's one of those where essentially I was like, okay, I had to get the real deal. And then my brother, for Christmas, he got me some knockoff AirPods. And he was like, yeah, you've been wanting AirPods for so long, I got you some. And I'm like, brother, they are knockoff ones. These are the ones that look exactly like AirPods, but they are knockoffs. It's insane. Oh, I had to go up one. And it was so funny because he thought he was doing a good thing, but I felt so annoyed because I was like, yeah, thank you for the Christmas present, but at the same time, this is this is something seriously that I don't really, I don't think I'm ever going to use again. It's just £20 wasted. I might as well save up for the real deal. So it's one of those, right? AirPods is my next thing I want. King Sam, you don't have AirPods? That's kind of crazy. I would put AirPods. I mean, so yeah, my story of AirPods went as follows. I'll explain it again. Did we up the thing? No, we didn't. 139. 139, attempt 139. That's what I wanted to up. Attempt 139. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so as I was saying, Flirt. So AirPods is my next thing I want. Yeah, so I had AirPods from 2017, maybe 2018. I've had these same AirPods. They're like one of the first ever AirPods to ever exist, right? And it's because my friend, my best friend, maybe I think I got it in 2019 actually. So I got them quite late, but I've had them for quite some time. And I could not imagine life without them. Now, the reason why I need new ones is because they are so quiet to the point where I can't hear anything. And due to the fact they have no noise cancellation, I really can't hear anything because like the background music at the gym is so loud I can't hear it. Cars driving down the streets, I can't hear it because of cars driving down the streets. It is quite crazy. It is amazing that we just no-hit that. Fantastic stuff! Okay, we got a good run on our hands, chat. We have a run on our hands. Okay, but yeah, it's one of those where living with it is changed my life forever. It has changed my life forever. The AirPods, I really do think I can't go back. I have to have AirPods in my life. And the fact that I have them now is good because they are like, I can still listen to things here and there, but I have been treating my life as if I don't have AirPods. And it's one of those where I'm like, life is not, it's not as good as it could be, right? I can't listen to my podcast at the gym. I can't listen to music when I'm walking down the street. I do sometimes, and it's very, very quiet, but it's just one of those where I'm like, I need my quality of life better. I need AirPods. And that's what I think an Apple Watch will do. I think an Apple Watch will do that. So that's my history of these bits of technology. I love them so much, but I just haven't got around to buying it. The thing is with the Apple Watch, I want to do research on the models, like the Series 9 that you have, King Sam. How is it compared to the Series 11? Is it much different? Is it really worth spending £300 more for the Series 11? Or is the Series 9 just as good and there's not really a difference? Like, that's what I want to research, because I need to know which model to get, because right now you said the latest and greatest right now is, of course... By the way, I just messed up. What am I doing? Chat, I'm not focusing. I just didn't focus. I didn't focus. Okay, unless we can get... I could still do this, but I need a lot of TP. Okay, lock in. If I still do this, I'm a legend. Okay, don't get hit, that's first things first. Okay, 53, I didn't even get 60. Yeah, how are you still not done with this? Listen, Galaxy, we all go at our own pace, okay? I don't know, I'm not done with this, but I am no-hitting right now. If I can no-hit this attack, we've done it the hard way. If I can no-hit this attack, I've done it the hard way, and I can't believe that I've done it the hard way. Because why would I choose to do it the hard way? I did not choose to do it the hard way, I'm just an idiot. The save space was on the very far right or on the very top, and I just couldn't make my way there. I just couldn't find it in time. And we did it the hard way, chat. Why did we do it the hard way? Embarrassing stuff. Because we were talking to King Sam about AirPods and stuff. But yeah, essentially, chat, from now on, I'm going to lock in like crazy. But whenever I wipe, whenever I realise that I wipe, we'll start talking and locking in. But yeah, Galaxy, it's one of those where, I don't know if you saw the last time I streamed this challenge. We got super far, but we didn't. No cigar. Close, but no cigar sort of thing. It's kind of crazy. And we're at this stage now where we literally we're on the door of it. We're on the door, we're knocking on the door, we just need to lock in. Like right there was a good attempt, but I'm not locked in, so I need to lock in. So chat, without further ado, let me lock in. Now, have I said everything I wanted to say about Apple and stuff like that? So you're saying, King Sam, that we could get a new MacBook and we could get a new phone, of course we'll get a new phone. But I really want to see what September has to offer. And because we're so close now, do I just wait until September? I don't know. I don't think I do, but we'll have to wait and see. Come on, move me, bro. Move me, Pink. Move me. All right, chat, next run, we're going to really lock in, and I'm going to focus entirely on the game, because that run we just had was a good run, but we wasted it. We wasted it. Now, we did get hit right there at the end in the rotational box, but still, very annoying. Bro, I can't believe we got past the rotational box and we died on this attack. Like, how? How are we dying here, bro? Ooh, I just dodged it. I thought I got hit, but I just dodged it. I was scared there that I got hit, but no, we didn't. We just about dodged it. But yeah, chat, I don't know if it's like my 3-day water fast that's getting the best of me right now, but I am hot, I am drained of energy, but I am filled of energy at the same time because I have hope. I am live and I love being live, and it's just one of those where I just need to do what I set out to do, which is beat this. Now, when it comes to Apple products and my time period of buying them, I don't know what to do. I think I will research it somewhat soon. I've been saying that for a long time, but I do genuinely think I'll research it soon because I'm doing this new routine in Q3 that I'd really benefit if I had some AirPods, you know what I'm saying? So we'll look into it. Oh, finally I'm back. Didn't even know you were gone, bro. Didn't even say you were gone. But welcome back, nonetheless, King Sam. And what I will say is, what do you think of your Series 9 Apple Watch? How is it? Let me know. Is it worth? Because for example, you're saving £300, but is there a significant difference between the Series 9 and the Series 11 Apple Watch? Because if there isn't, then you obviously made a good deal, right? You got the 2 generations behind, but as long as you can have it for 3-4 years, that's just like for £100 as well. That's like £25 a year. Snap your hand off for that deal to get an Apple Watch in your life. At least I would. That's a really good deal. So how is the Series 9 compared to the Series 11? Alright, let's actually lock in now. Let's actually lock in. Let's get a good run. And if we do get a good run, then we ultra lock in. Like, we put the seatbelt on and we go crazy. Because we need to lock in, chat. We had a good run last attempt, and we wasted it because we were not locked in. So if we ever get a good run again, we have to make sure we're locked in. I'm locked in right now, but we have to make sure we're ultra locked in. Because last attempt, we weren't even locked in. Right now, I am locked in. Let's focus, people. Let's focus up. Okay. His attack. I was going to say you don't need to focus, but there have been times. Not today, but there have been times I've taken damage in this attack. So, of course, it's an easy attack, but you still have to be focused. So let's lock in to this attack especially, because this is the one where we wipe on or not. This is the decider. This is the decider of where we get to phase 3 or not. Do we get to phase 3 or not? This is the decider. I don't know. I hope so. I moved into a... I knew I was going to get hit there as well. I moved into a Gaster Blaster. Alright. Chat, I'm out of water and I'm dehydrated. It's 12:34, chat. I went live 30 minutes later. So we've been live for an hour at the moment. And I think it's one of those things where I believe I will go live. I won't stop at 1 PM. Maybe I'll stop at 1:30. It depends how close we are. It's a 45mm 2, which is great. So no difference there. Okay, but what about the features? I don't really care about the size. For me, I want my size to be like the same as this. I want it to be small. I don't want an ultra, you know what I'm saying? I don't want a massive watch. It's just, it needs to be the same size. All right, attempt 141. Galaxy, we're doing this, and we're doing it well. Here we go. There's no difference in the Apple Watch Series 11 to the Series 9. Okay, so you just saved £100. You just saved 100 quid to get a 2-year-old Apple Watch that has the same features, but the Series 11 is just a newer version. I feel like the Series 11 has new features. You just don't know them, I think. Because why would they make a more expensive watch if it has the exact same features? Maybe it's just got better, or maybe you're right. It's got the same features, but it just doesn't have the like, it's not as quick or whatever. It's not as like water resistant. I don't know. That's what they do with the phones, right? It's one of those. That's what they do with the phones. Who knows? Who knows? I'm pretty sure when I watched the September event, when I watched it last year, they said something like blood pressure can be measured, which is not usually measured. And by the way, we just got hit. The bomb went straight on our face. I don't know what to do there, Galaxy. When I get there, chat, I don't know what to do. When the bomb lands in your head, make sure you Super Mega Omega Neo X lock in. Okay, we'll lock in next time. The Super Mega Neo one. The Super Mega Neo one. We'll do that. We'll look in then. They even gave me a silicone strap and a privacy screen protector, so I think it was a good deal. A silicone strap. What was the strap anyway? Do you have 2 different straps now? And a privacy screen protector. What's that mean? Privacy screen protector? Don't know what that means. Is it just a screen protector for the watch? Is that basically what it is, just to protect the glass of the screen? No, just that one. Okay. Is the silicone one expensive? I don't even know. I wouldn't want silicone. I would want just the normal one. I don't want like... Is that the sports band one, basically? Is silicone the normal one? I don't know. But I want a normal one. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I haven't really researched Apple Watches too much. Alright, no more messing around. No more messing around. I'm actually locked in. I am locked in. I am so locked in. Chat, we're talking about Apple Watches. We're talking about Apple. But we're also talking about locking in. Let's do it once and for all. Let's lock in for the first time today and really get as far as possible. Now, we have gotten pretty far today. We have gotten to phase 3 attack 1 and even no-hit that. But we got hit on phase 3 attack 2. Kind of embarrassing, I know. But if we just get back there, I know I can do it. If we just get back there, I know I can do it. Now, it's just this grid attack. It's just this infamous grid attack that we need to no-hit. Can we do it? I believe we can. We've done it a few times already, but we haven't been locked in when we do so. So let's lock in to actually achieve it and then continue to stay locked in because we are so good at this game. We are the best. Oh no, I was safe here. Wait, where was I safe? I don't know where I was safe, but I don't think I was safe anywhere. I was safe on the far left, and that's where I needed to go. Screen protection which blocks other people from seeing the screen from an angle. Oh, privacy screen protector. So it's one of those. I thought Apple Watches just do that. Do you have to have a screen protector to do that? I thought Apple Watches just screen protect it for you. Maybe they don't. For me, I would like it so people can't see my watch, yes. But is it a burden to your actual use of it? Who knows? Who knows? I kind of want to make sure that at least I can, like, as long as it's good for me, I don't really care if people see my watch. You know what I'm saying? What are they going to see? The time? What are they going to see? The time? I don't know. A privacy screen protector is a good idea, though, because, I mean, a text could come through, and you could get it. Because I haven't had a smartwatch, right? So I don't know what the Apple Watch shows. Maybe a text comes through, and it's a bit embarrassing because it's like, yo, efficient. Did you get that cream for that thing on the thing? Like, if you get a really embarrassing text message, for example, and it comes through on your watch, and then someone reads it, you're like, oh no, that's a bit embarrassing. Listen, that cream, it's not for what you think it is, it's for something else, and it's medical, okay? It's a medical condition. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those. Shout out Chandler Bing, I remember that from Friends. But yeah, it's one of those where, like, I think a privacy screen protector I would get, but yeah. I have never used a single Apple product. Isn't that crazy? Because I think I was born into it. My first Apple, or my first phone, sorry, was an Apple. Oh, we did it. We know hit. We know hit. You know what it is? I do think that third and final attack, you just have to run a complete opposite direction to where you are. So what I mean by that is, we were on the bottom row. We have to just run to the top. We ran to the top and we were living life, right? We did that and we ran to the top and we lived life. I just realized we're idiots. I think I flirted with Chris. Okay, chat, we're still not locked in. I knew I wanted to check. You know, there was a little pause. You saw me pause, right? I wanted to check if I flirted with Chris, or, sorry, if I flirted with Susie. But, of course, I'm so stupid. Now, the thing is, what we could do is I could flirt with Chris. That would get me 1. I could flirt with Susie. Sorry, no. That's exactly what we did. And that's what got us in this predicament. But if I share food and I share a, for example, tension max, that will get me to 13. Oh, no, we still can't do it. I need a +4. I need a +4. What is the next attack, chat? It's pretty tough, isn't it? Honestly? Oh, bro, I really messed up again. But yeah, I was born into Apple products, whereas like my first phone was an Apple phone, and I just haven't gone back since. It's just really interesting how some people are born into it and some people aren't. Chat, I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do. Either we share food and use a tension max, that will get me +3. That will get me to 13 though. And then Rouse say, oh, we can't do it. We literally can't do it. All right, let's just hope we can no-hit this next attack. I don't know what it is, but let's hope we can do it. We really messed up. We messed up so bad. We can get to 13. We were supposed to get to 15. I messed up so bad. It's this attack again. If I no-hit this right now, I'm a legend. But I'm pretty sure it's harder than what it always is. Oh, it's up there, bro. Look at this attack. Look at that, bro. That is so hard. Why would I... I'm actually not locked in. I'm not locked in. When I said that at the start of the fight, I should be locked in. But you know what fills me with hope? That we actually got pretty far. We actually did the grid attack and it didn't take us long to get there. Not pretty far, but we did the grid attack and it didn't take us long to do the grid attack, if you know what I mean. My first phone was an iPhone 7 and my first iPad was an iPad Mini 4 or iPad Mini 1, even though I was born in 2015, which was the iOS... Wait, what? I was born in 2015, which was the iOS 9 era, to be fair. iOS 9? I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. All I know is... I don't know the errors. I don't know the errors too well. But what I do know is... My first phone was the iPhone 4. And... yeah. I think I had the iPhone. Okay, I'm dodging at the moment. Why am I dodging? Look how many grid attacks there are, by the way. If you don't do it the first time, it's one of those. I think Apple Watches get text, so you could get something like, hey, efficient, you need to buy some hemorrhoid cream. For those who know, you know what I'm talking about. The hemorrhoid cream. I actually had hemorrhoid cream. Not anymore, but there was a period in 2025 where I did. What a period to be alive, right? 2025. Oh, it was a funny time. It was a funny time. But yeah, TLDR, I want an Apple Watch. I think even getting that privacy screen protector or not, it doesn't really sway me. I need an Apple Watch. It will improve my quality of life tenfold, and it also give me a little bit of security, right? Say, for example, you get in a car crash, you go unconscious, and you have no way to call the authorities. You can literally trust your Apple Watch to be like, oh, this guy is not moving. The guy I'm attached to is not moving. Let me help my person by calling the authorities, and then boom, you could get your life saved. At least that's what Apple advertise, right? So we need to make it so it's not only a security thing, but we get it for health reasons. Like, Apple Watches are so good. I can't wait until I get one. Oh my days, chat. I think I've low-key cracked the code to the grid attack. I've low-key cracked the code to the grid attack. My stomach dropped in that attack, and the reason why is because I think I cracked it, and I saw the opening. Can I make it there? I can, because I think I cracked the code. Now, the code is, wherever you are, the opening is usually like the complete opposite side to you. So I was like in the middle. I saw that on the top there was a little opening. Can we make it there? We rushed over, and because I was expecting it to be far away from me, I was able to rush over with haste and with like expertise and with success. So I was able to dodge the grid attack, and I've been dodging the grid attack quite often now, chat. We're actually in a good position. Okay, let's be happy. Problem if your Apple Watch breaks in the car. Well, if your Apple Watch breaks in the car crash, then you can't really call the authorities. Yeah, then that's an issue. Then that's an issue. But I still think, like, just having that extra security is so sick from an Apple Watch. Could get a text like, hey, efficient, don't forget to buy your arse cream. Literally, you could get a text, and that's when the privacy thing comes through, because someone could be reading your message on the bus, and you're like, yo, hello. That's a bit embarrassing. Sorry about that. Yeah, get my bum cream. I need to get that. Yes, that is just... Guys, it's medical, okay? Stop laughing at me on the bus, you know what I'm saying? Stop laughing at me. Now, we need to lock in. Everyone, lock in. Can we go all the way back? Can we lock in? Because we have no hits so far, and it's very rare when we're here. Today, I've made it look like it's easy, but we haven't gotten here that often. So let's dark burger it up. Flirt with Chris. Flirt with Chris. Okay, confirmed. Share food with Susie. Dark burger, confirmed. And lovely boy of Rouse. Listen, we did it right the first time, we did it right the second time, but I had to make sure. Now, we have to make sure we don't get hit. Chat, this is like... thing is, we are so... The reason why it's probably taken me so many attempts is because I'm so nonchalant about every attempt. Like, oh yeah, I know hit that, okay, I know hit this. We need to lock in. This is an attempt that we very rarely get. Oh my god, oh my god! See what I mean? And I'm just gonna go through, just go through, and just be like, bro. We're so nonchalant about it. We need to seriously lock in. Next time I'm there, chat, I will lock in like crazy. I will lock in, don't you worry. I will lock in. I will lock in. I'll like get up and stand up, and I'll really just build up the hype to it. Because when I build up the hype to it, not only does it build up the hype to you guys, but it builds up the hype for me. It builds up the hype for me and makes it so I'm like, okay, wait, take this seriously, efficient, because this is a big deal. This is a big deal right now. So let's get back there. Let's get back there. 145, attempt 145. We can get there. But yeah, like you can get those embarrassing texts. But yeah, wait, did you say you're born in 2015, King Sam? If you're born in 2015 and you have an Apple Watch at like 11 years old, that is sick. I think I want my kids to have an Apple Watch, like at a young age, because you can kind of keep track of them, know where they are and stuff. And it's like a safety thing. You know what I'm saying? And also, it's just a good feature to have. You can promote health and stuff. Just don't talk during the heart attacks. I have to talk. I have to talk though. That's the thing, Galaxy. I have to talk because I'm a yapper. I can't stop it. Literally, even when I'm not streaming in my everyday life, I yap. When I'm watching movies, okay, maybe I don't yap during a movie because it's a bit, you know, inconsiderate to everyone else. But I do yap, and sometimes I might pause the movie if I'm watching it with my family just to explain something that they may not know. And obviously, I don't pause it just be like, okay, by the way, guys, this happened here. It's because they ask. It's because they ask, and then usually they want me to pause it anyway because I don't like talking over movies. So I'm like, because I have the luxury of pausing, I will yap whilst it's paused, as opposed to yapping over the thing. Because they ask me questions like, how did this happen? I'm like, guys, oh my gosh, you're not paying attention to the movie, we're watching the same thing. Do you guys have family members where they ask questions about why this and this happens? And you don't know? Oh, was it? where was the safe area? It was not where I was. I think it was on the right-hand side, but chat, I think I've low-key cracked that attack. I just need to run away. I yap so much. Exactly, bro. We are just yappers here. I think if you're a streamer, you just yap so much, right? That happens a lot. It happens a lot. In movies and everything, people are like, what happened here? And I'm like, we're watching the same thing. I know as much knowledge as you know. We are watching the same thing. I have no idea what's happening. Let's watch and find out what's happening. You know what I'm saying? That happens way too much. With my mum especially. And everyone gets annoyed like, Mum, guys, we're watching the same thing. Come on, let's just find out. But it always blows my mind how people question stuff like that. Because it's right to have those questions during a movie. But that is why you're watching the movie. For a story to be told. When you listen to someone tell a story, you're like, oh wait, why did that happen? Why did that happen? You don't stop them when they're mid-story. You listen to their whole story all the way through. Unless, if you're my mum. My mum will stop me mid-story and be like, wait, but I asked you a question as to why such and such. I'm like, yeah, but to understand why such and such, you need to hear the story sort of thing, right? And sometimes I might go into a bit too much detail, but sometimes, like, I very rarely do because I've learned over the years that I yap too much. I will never forget Jennifer Lawrence. She was on Jimmy Fallon. She was telling a story of like her 2 most embarrassing moments. And she was like really rushing through it and trying to speak super fast and go through it as quick as possible because, I had to go down one. That's all I had to do. She was going through the story as quick as possible because her brothers or her family members would just say, you yap too much, you go into too much detail, you just tell the story quicker, just get to the point, get to the point. And that's kind of what I literally related to her comments so much because I'm like Jennifer Lawrence. I grew up in a household where people were like, get to the point. And it's one of those. I'm a pro yapper. I sometimes just talk to myself. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. Really and truly. Like, you guys aren't here with me. Yes, you guys are here in spirit and you guys are here like across wherever you guys are in the world that we live on, which is Earth. But at the same time, it's really me just yapping in my room. And when, you know what's crazy? It's crazy, right? So when you stream, right, you obviously are, at the end of the day, talking to a camera, essentially talking to yourself. And when you first start streaming, you realize this is easy. If you're a yapper like us, chat, if you're a yapper like us, this is easy, right? But you start to... There is no way. I just went straight into that curve. I really want to go to America when I'm 18 or whenever I can. Why when you're 18? Whenever I can, I want to live in America. I want to live in America. I would love to live in America. But it's one of those where eventually that will happen. Right now, I think I'm a city boy. I love the UK. I think the only place in America I could possibly live is New York. But I haven't tried out Austin, Texas. I haven't tried out Florida. I haven't tried out California. I should try out every state before I decide. I might not even like America in general. Who knows? But I would love to just go to America. I know I'd love it. I think I would thrive in American schools as well. But it's just one of those. It's one of those. Anyway, chat, let's lock in. 148 attempts. I'm on Mars, bro. It's homophobic for Mars people. That makes no sense. I am planophobic. Listen, I love my Martians out there. Would you move to Mars if you could, chat? Would you move to Mars? I was really just showing love to all my Earth people, all my Earthlings, because we love this planet, don't we? Now, if there were people like us, for example, humans, that lived on Mars, would you be like, oh, you Martians, get away from me, you Martian? I don't think we do that, right? People are people. But the thing is, if you guys had the option to live on Mars, would you do it? If you could live on another planet, would you do it? One of my favorite movies of all time is a movie called Passengers with, again, Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt. And it's a beautiful concept where humans have found a planet that is literally just like Earth. It's Earth 2.0. And what they have done is like started to live on Earth 2.0. And when they live on Earth 2.0, they need to, like, they're one of the first people to go on Earth 2.0. And they're moving over. It takes a long, long time to get there. And it takes like 80 years to get there. Because, you know, sometimes, chat, time is distance. Not that distance is, you can't measure distance sometimes. You just gotta measure it by time. And that is what's interesting, right? So they lived, like, the Earth 2.0 was so far away. And they decided, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over there. And it's going to be like, we're going to be like the first ever people. We're going to be the first ever people here. I'm just going to find an area and build a house. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'd love to live in California or Salt Lake City, Utah. Yeah, like living in those places. I would just love to live in America in general. I don't even know where I'd like. There's so many good areas in America. And, you know, I listen to Americans a lot. Whether they're influencers or podcasters or whatever. And I even have some American friends. And they always say, like, it's my first, like, my American friends Like, it's my first time in the UK, or it's this and that, or it's like, you know, I've never been to this area or that area. Whereas, like, they've traveled all across America. And I'm like, yeah, why would you? Why would you go to France, for example, when you could just go to New York, or you can go to this place? You can just travel in America. And I think it's easier to travel, like, across your own country. Like, when I say easier, I mean more affordable. And, of course, easier as well, because you don't really have to show a passport, do you? You just have to jump on the plane. So it's very, very interesting. He might have to show a passport, I don't know. I've never been to America. I'm not American. But I wish I was. Oh no, I thought I was safe there. I thought I was like, are we getting on a good run? No, we didn't. But like, I think I would really thrive in the American environment, because they have so many more sports. I'm very average in every single sport. But my school, there's mainly just football and rugby. But I'm very good in every single sport. So I would love that opportunity. And that, like, yeah, just having all those opportunities to do, like, baseball. And if I didn't like baseball, or if I wasn't good at baseball, I could be really good at, like, tennis or something. I don't know. There's so many options for sports, and the schools. I mean, what I loved about schools in America, what I loved about high school, shall I say, is the fact that you get lockers. When I went into secondary school, chat, in the UK, and I didn't have a locker, I was so upset. Now, some schools do have lockers, mine didn't. But I used to watch iCarly, Victorious. Every single American childhood sitcom that I watched, they all had lockers. I could not wait to go into school and have lockers. But of course, the UK school that I went to didn't have lockers. A lot of UK schools don't have lockers. And I don't know why. I don't know why. But I looked forward to all of that. And I think I would really thrive in an American school, like I said, because of all the sports available to me. Because of how big it is. Because of, like, your own clothes. Like, I would be able to express myself more, as opposed to just sitting there, like, living. Oh my gosh, I got hit. Oh, I got hit again. It's one of those. But nah, bro, the minimum ping. Wait, what are we talking about? Minimum ping? I don't know. I'd love America. But nah, bro, the minimum ping on Mars is 1,800. 182,000. And I need my Wi-Fi. Really? Is that the minimum ping? I need my Wi-Fi too. I am a Wi-Fi guy. Yeah, I probably couldn't live on Mars. If that's the minimum ping, I probably couldn't live on Mars. That is kind of crazy. Chat, we've had some really good attempts today, but we just haven't been locked in. That's all I can say. The thing is, I am on a 3-day water fast, day 3 of the 3-day water fast, and we are struggling from that. And I am just yapping like crazy, but still, I should have some good attempts in me. Come on, I got one more good attempt in me today. Day 8. We've had some good attempts today, which is outrageous because I've just been so nonchalantly playing this right now. I've just been enjoying talking to you guys. I've not really been focused on the challenge. There's been times where I've no-hit that infamous that grid attack that's coming up. I hate it so much. Grr. Hate this grid attack. But I've no-hit it, and I've just done silly mistakes to the point where I haven't got a good run in after that. And really and truly, after that grid attack, I should have a good run. But I'm not locked in enough. So let's try get past this grid attack. Get a good run in, and get a really good run in. I want to get super far. And we actually did get super far. I can't believe that we got to phase 3 attack 1 and still got hits. We could have done it right there and then, but we decided against it. Okay, here we go. This is a good run. Let's sit up. Let's lock in. Let's focus on the game. Let's focus on you guys, of course, but let's focus on the game, chat. Lock in with me. Lock in with me. Here we go. We're going to defend with Browse. Phase 1. I was going to say phase 3. Phase 1 attack 3. This attack's easy, but of course, when your hands are shaking, when you're in a very good run, you start feeling the nerves. You start feeling the pressure, but that pressure didn't get to me yet. Phase 1 is now done. If we just press Mega Flirt, we can say it with chests. We can say it as a fact. Phase 1 is, after we press yes, now done. Phase 2 is upon us, and Phase 2 attack 1, as you guys know, it's my favorite attack. I think it's the attack I've probably no-hit the most, which is crazy because Phase 1 attack 1 is so easy. But there's been times, even in today's stream, where we messed up. So let's flirt. Let's get 3 Doki. Flirt of Browse. Give food of Susie. And then obviously defend with Chris. Let's get some Doki in our system. On the board. 3 of which. And then let's no-hit this attack. Locked in. Super locked in. And of course, no-hitting the entire attack. Okay, fantastic. Now we have to stay locked in. We flirted with Chris. We shared food with Susie. And now we're lovely boying. Very, very simple. We're at 6 Doki. That's where we need to be. And now we just need to farm TP. We need 60 TP. How many hearts do I need? Let's count. Let's count, because I actually don't know. I just go until I get 60. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. Let's make sure we get it, okay? Here we go. That's 3 hearts, right? 4, 5, 6, 6 hearts. 7. Why did I go? Why did I go? Why did I go? 8. Okay, wait. Is it 3 every time? It's 3 every time. So I think I need like 5 or 6 hearts, which is what someone said, right? I think, who was it? Chat, it was, I think it was HMP that said it, but we just never really like took it as verbatim. Or was it Galaxy? 5 or 6 hearts? Because they said 5 or 6 hearts, but we didn't actually know for sure what it was. We didn't actually confirm it. So, can confirm that it is that much. Chat, we just have to get back there, right? We just have to get back there. Boom! I love that boom. That boom at the end. Dying at that boom is something satisfying about it, but something also annoying. It's just that big, like, ugh. It's like a Sans attack. It's just so, like, how do I beat this? I don't know. All right, let's continue. Back again. Straight away. Get back in. We lost, and we lost annoyingly, because we got pretty far. We got past the grid attack, but can we get back there again? That's all we have to do. If we can get past the grid attack on, like, a turn-by-turn basis, if we can just do this grid attack every single time we got faced with it, then we get some really good runs under our belt. We've got 30 minutes left of stream, maximum. Can we get some good runs in at the end? And can we even just actually complete the challenge? Can we even complete the challenge? I'm sure we can. Can we do it? I'll prove it to you, because I'm sure we can. We just need a good run. This has to be completed to the best of our ability. We can do this. Dodge over here, stay over here. Go over here, go over here. Go over here, go over here, go over here. Well, we're supposed to go all the way to the right. All the way to the right. It's so tough, isn't it? It's so tough. You know what, with those attacks, the middle is really not the riddle. The middle is really not the riddle. You just have to go super far away. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Just really running away to one corner is where you need to go. So hopefully I can figure it out. Hopefully I can figure it out. You know what I've noticed? Because I'm yapping so much, I'm getting out of breath. I have no energy, haven't eaten for 2 days. I am actually getting to the point where I might not even be able to stream for 2 hours. Because I need water, and I am... I'm dying! I'm dying. We've been live for 1 hour and 26. Yeah. I would go live until latest 1:30. We'll see how it goes, chat. We'll see how it goes. Attempt 153. Wow. Wow. This is the most. I can confirm this is the most I've ever spent in terms of attempts on a boss. Now, it is a secret boss, and it is a no-hit, a challenge that obviously is very, very hard to do. So I can see us spending 150 attempts here, but you guys have seen my progress. You guys have seen how well I am at, how good I am, sorry, at these attacks. It really should have been done like 50 attempts ago, but we are struggling to say the least. We can do this. We can do this. If we believe, we can achieve. We just need to get past this grid attack, and then we've got a good run in. We need to get past this grid attack, and then we've got a good run in. And honestly, I just want to get to the phase 3 attack 1, the rotational box. We need to get there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can I dodge this attack there? Oh no, I couldn't. I couldn't dodge that attack. It's so tough to get to that place in the first place. It's so tough. Alright, let's wipe. Let's think about this. Let's wipe and think about it, people. Oh my days. Woo. I can't wait to eat though. Like if we, it's not. Is it 1 p.m. yet? It's nearly 1 p.m. Oh, it is exactly 1 p.m. Chat, in 6 hours I get to break my fast. 6 hours. That is surreal. That'll go by like that. That'll go by like that. Especially if I'm streaming. Okay, lock in. I actually can't believe how good attempts we had and how we just fumbled them. I can't believe today has been like, to sum it up in a word, nonchalant. I've gotten so far in these attacks, and I'm just like, yeah, it was weird. Yeah, no, it was weird. And I just mess up because I'm not locked in, and I press the wrong button, I use the wrong move, and it's just like, bro, really and truly, one of the first attacks, or one of the first attempts, sorry, that I did, I got past phase 3 attack 1, something that I haven't got past often. I think I've gotten past that attack maybe maximum 5 times. I think I've only gotten past that attack 2 times, and then today was the 3rd. And I'm just acting so nonchalant as if I do on a daily basis. We need to lock in when we get past the grid attack. We need to lock in, especially if we get past the rotational box phase 3 attack 1. But of course, we need to focus on this stinking grid attack. And what is going on? Am I stupid? I feel like I just sat there waiting for the bomb to eat me, and I think I am stupid. But yeah, we just need to get that good run in. I need to get one good run in, and if we don't do it then I'm happy to call it quits. But I feel like I need to get a good run in where I'm locked in, because we got some good runners, like I said. But I need to get a good run in where I'm locked in. I need to. It's tough. 7 Doki. I need 15. And of course, I need to be full health. When I do it though, bro, I actually can't fathom it. I can't fathom it. Will this be the hardest one out of all? It is my first one. I really... If I were to predict how hard I will struggle with the other secret bosses, it's really interesting, right? Because I would say I'm not even... Like, I know what to do right now with Muir's Live, with Pink, with the secret boss of Chapter 5. I know what to do, but I just doing it. Like, today, yeah, it could be summed up in a word, nonchalance. Like, I'm really just not locked in today. But at the same time, like, it's a boss that I do think I should have done within 100 attempts. It's a boss that I think I should have done within, like, a couple days. It's a boss that I think, really and truly, it looks like I'm struggling a bit, because I am. But it's one of those bosses where I think I'm making it look like the attempt counter is flattering it, sort of thing, right? It's not as hard as what I'm making out. It really isn't. Oh my gosh. I was on the bottom right, the save spaces were on the top left. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? I guess you are. And why? I can't believe that serious tone. I can't believe it. But yeah, it's one of those where I feel as though, how would I cope with Jevil? How would I cope with Phantom? How would I cope with the Roaring Knight? And how would I cope with Gerson Boom? All of which are the secret bosses, or the Shadow Crystal holders of their respective chapters, chapters 1 to 4, in that order. Now, I don't know how I do, but it'll be interesting to say the least, because, like I said, I think the attempt count is flattering, Pink. The attempt count is flattering you, Pink. It is really, really flattering you. 156 attempts. That is flattery. That is flattery, my friend, because you are not that hard, Pink. I am just making a mountain out of a molehill. I wonder how the other secret bosses will fare. You are my first secret boss, Pink, that I am going to no-hit. And I will no-hit you. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And when I do no-hit you, obviously, I'll move on to your counterparts from each other chapter. Chapter 1 with Jevil. I don't know how hard that will be, but that was the boss I probably struggled with. I'd say the most, but maybe... I mean, the Roaring Knight was tough. Maybe I'm forgetting how tough it was. Both of those bosses, by the way, Chapter 1 and Chapter 3, the Roaring Knights and Jevil, I really did struggle with on the day, but it's one of those, oh my god, it's one of those where I did it the next day, you know what I'm saying? I did it the next day and I succeeded, and it didn't take me too long, it took me 2 streams, and it was okay. I think Jevil actually took 3 streams, because I got to Jevil, played Jevil for like 20-30 minutes, and I spent a whole stream on Jevil and failed, and I did it the next time, you know what I'm saying? So it is one of those where like practice makes perfect, and I did eventually get to beating them within like a 24-hour period, or like in terms of game time, probably like a 2-4-hour period. So I can do it. Like I can get good at those attacks, but that's the same with that's the same with Pink, right? That's the same with Pink. I think I defeated Pink within an hour, maybe just about an hour, and that's kind of like how I felt with other previous bosses. So I mean, we're on attempt 157, which is really flattering you, Pink. Like I've been saying, it's really flattering you, because I think I should have done this earlier, but I'm just really having a bad time. And this nonchalant day that we're indulging in right now, where I literally am getting really far into the fight and just being like, oh yeah, we've gotten here before, when I haven't. I'm really, really new to getting to the end of the fight. I'm not there at all often. So when I get there, I shouldn't be nonchalant like I was. I shouldn't have been nonchalant like I was, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, Pink, we are... yeah, flattering you by the attempt counts, but I also think no-hitting is just tough to do. It is just tough to do. Oh no, I thought I was safe. I really thought I was. I thought I was safe. I was about to start a playthrough, I thought I was about to start an actual run, but we didn't manage to do so. Hopefully, we will. Soon. I want to get one good attempt in, and then I'll end it, and we'll go again tomorrow. When I'm fully energized, and I've eaten some food, I would love for that to take place. I would love for that to happen. I want to get a good run. I wonder what will come first. I wonder what will come first. GTA 6 or me beating Pink? I have no idea. Alright, come on, Pink. I'm actually locked in now. 158 attempts. It took me 157, but for 158 attempts, I'm actually locked in. Today has been such a nonchalant day. Day 8. Let's call day 8 the nonchalant day, because I have gotten so far in this fight, but I just haven't I just haven't gotten and paid attention to what I've been doing, because I have gotten far. In today's playthrough, in today's stream, I've gotten oh my gosh, that was close. I've gotten close right there to getting hits, but I've gotten so far in this fight. I've gotten past phase 3 attack 1. You're telling me I can't get past it? It's kind of crazy. All right, you know what? I'm gonna lock in for the grid attacks. I'm gonna yap like crazy. Hopefully, we can succeed in no hitting. There we go. Okay, yes. Now we sit up. Now we lock in. Now we are getting a good rod in our hands. Can we get to the infamous attack, which is phase 3 attack 1, the rotating box? I need to get there. Come on, get me back there, because I haven't been there for, I think, an hour. So I need to get back there. I need to prove my worth. I need to get back there and try again. Now, the thing is, I could lose there, but just get me back there, bro. Get me back there. That's the attack I need to practice. Like, as I no-hit too, because as soon as you start no-hit, the hands, they shake. The heart, it starts to pump. The pressure starts to build. So we need to get there, and not just get there of like, oh, we've already been hit, so this isn't the run anyway, and be kind of relaxed. We need to get there and be like, okay, wait, we need to no-hit this attack. The pressure is on. We need to practice that attack, because we've practiced the rotational box a couple times. Phase 3 attack 1, the rotational box, we've practiced that a couple times, but we just haven't practiced it like nearly as many times as we have practiced it when we're hit. So I want to practice it by being no hits and kind of like prepare for that atmosphere. Okay, no, we don't lovely boy yet. It's the first attack of phase 2. We need to lock in. But it's one of those where I need to get there, and I need to lock in. I need to lock in, and I need to hopefully thrive under the pressure and not get hit. Because like I said, we get to that attack, and the pressure's on, and that's when we ask the question, can you no-hit it? And times, I have. Only like twice, 3 times maybe? It's pretty tough to no-hit it, but I can get there again. Now we need to lock in. We're lovely boying it up. We get to 6 Doki. Hopefully we can get through this with 60 TP. That is the goal. We're on 13 at the moment. I think we're going to need quite a few hearts. I don't know how the heart system works, but we're going to need 60 TP. Now, I don't know what we're on at the moment, but I'm pretty sure 5 or so hearts will get me there. I don't know how many I have. 6 maybe? I don't know how many hearts I need. That was so close. 73. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Come on, get back into it. Come on. Come on, here we go, efficient. Mega flirts, share food. Okay, now my heart is really starting to pump. Bitter tear, and then flirt. That should be more than enough Doki to get me through. I didn't even have to use the +4, honestly. I didn't have to use the +4. But I'm so scared. I just want to get back to phase 3 attack 1. My heart is pumping. It's crazy. I'll answer these questions correctly, efficient. Match her style, of course. We want to match her style. We want to tear up or tear up, depending on the question. And we want to be frank. Like a frankfurter, which is a sausage I used to have as a hot dog a lot in my youth. So I'm very familiar with that sausage. Here we go. Flirt. Okay, first attack, rotational box. We know what to do. First 3 attempts, we go into the safe areas. Next 3 attempts, we go 90 degrees left of the safe areas and 90 degrees anti-clockwise of the safe area. That is what we do. Okay, safe areas left, we stay on the left. Safe areas down here, we stay here. Okay, safe areas middle, fantastic, good spawn there. Safe areas in the middle again, safe spawn. Okay, boom. Got very, very blessed right there. Amazing, amazing spawns. We just no-hit phase 3 attack 1. We've been here only once today, and in total, I think we've been here maybe 4 times, if not 5. It's very rare we're in this predicament. When we were here earlier today, we got hit on the attack that we're about to do. It's a very easy attack, guys. It's a very easy attack. Can I do it? I've done it more times than not, but this stream today, we didn't do it, so I'm very, very scared. I'm going to defend with Rouse, and we all know what it is, right? The giant cats that gas the blaster. We need to just stay in the middle and find the openings. Here we go. Left-hand side, boom, right there. Here we go. Down, down, down. Okay, nice. Stay in the middle. Here. Where we were was absolutely safe. Where we are again is safe. And of course, she's going to throw it. The top or the bottom's going to be safe. It's the bottom. There we go. Here we go. Uncharted territory. Not really. We have been here before. But oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious me. We have not been here today. And I think every attack from here on out, I mean, come on, it's easier than the rotational box. It's easier than phase 3 attack 1. We got past it. We got blessed. Thank you, Lord. But from here on out, it's doable. Now, this next attack is tough, right? It's where there's 3 lions and there's cats coming everywhere and she's throwing bombs. But we've done it before. We can do it again. For this situation, I feel like we just don't overthink it, we just do. For this situation, we don't overthink it, we just do. So let's get a dark burger, share it with her, share it with Pink, and let's flirt again to get us to 10 Doki in total. We've got this, people. We've got this. We've done it before. We can do it again. Here we go. Up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down. Bomb's not hitting us. Fine, fantastic stuff. When the bomb hits us, we will move. Right now, the bomb's not hitting us. Bomb's not hitting us. Still not hitting us. Fantastic. Here we go. One more attack. One more attack. Now, it's the zooming in circle attack. Literally, look at our TP chat. We're on 37. We're on 37. If we flirt with Chris, share food with Susie, and flirt with Rouse, we'll get to 14. We are in a predicament where we can do this. We just need TP, and because we're on 37 at the moment, what is up, Salmonfish? We can do this, right? Because we are on 37 TP, we don't need many hearts, we just need to be not hit. Whew. Oh, that Galaxy guy left now, and it's only me now. Okay, King Sam, I appreciate you coming through. Salmonfish, appreciate you coming through as well. You could be witnessing glory. You could be witnessing greatness. Now, of course, we do exactly what we said we're going to do. Dark Burger and Flirt. When I press this button, it's literally not about farming TP. It's not about getting hearts. It's about not getting hit, all right? Let's do this. This could be glory. Let's do it. Come on, people. We got this, chat. We got this. Hands are shaking, but I'm ready. I'm ready. Lock in. Just don't get hit. When you can, of course, get the heart. Just don't get hit. Don't get hits. And when you can, of course, get the hearts. But like I say, just don't get hit efficient, please. Don't get hit. Oh my god. I pressed double tap. I pressed double tap. I pressed double tap. I panicked. I pressed double tap. Why did I double tap forward? Why did I double tap forward? Why did I double tap forward? I was so stressed. I don't know why I double tapped forward. I was scared that I had to go and I thought I could. But I couldn't. I just couldn't. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. I'm going to wipe right here, chat. There's no point continuing. Let's just get back there, right? Let's just get back there, people. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get back there. It's one of those where, yes, that was amazing and that hurt so much. But just get back to that point. You just have to get back there. That's all I want to do right now. Just get back there. Come on, hit me. There we go. That bomb does a lot of damage. Come on, just get back there. That's what we need to do. We just need to get back there. Now, it is 1:14. I have not many attempts left until 1:30 when we've been live for 2 hours, but we can do it. We can do it. Just get me back there. I can't believe we messed up on the final hurdle. That is the furthest we've got today. Not the furthest we've got in total, but the furthest we've got today. And I think that's a good attempt. I'm happy if we end with that attempt, but honestly, we are knocking on the door. This nonchalant vibe that's been going on this entire stream is gone now. We are locked in. We are focusing. We are locked in. We just need to get past that grid attack. If we get past that grid attack, we are cooking. We are cooking because I'd say that rotational box attack, yeah, it's pretty tough, but we've overcome it more times than not in today's stream. We can overcome it again. Come on, get me back to that grid attack. Of course, we're on the grid attack right now. What I meant to say was get me back to that infamous... Yes, come on! I'm so good. I'm so good at that attack now. Come on, we're so smart at that attack. We have to just really evacuate to the complete other side of the grid, and then we get saved. Come on, we just got there. We just did it again. Come on, get me back there. That's what I said, and we're going to get there. We're going to get there, chat. All we have to do with that rotational box, of course, there's loads of attacks in between, but that rotational box is what we have to do. That rotational box is what we have to do. Come on, man. How am I messing up there? Efficient. Come on, Efficient. Come on. Just get me back. Just get me back. As long as I just keep doing the grid attack, it's fine. Come on, keep doing it, Efficient. Come on, we just literally got there. We can do it again. We can do it again. It's so funny doing this attack when you're trying to hit the bombs because you just want to wipe. Like, who does that? Who just does that where you chase the bombs down? I do. I do that. Chat, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it today. We're doing it. Okay. I'm so locked in. I'm so locked in. Can't mess with the momentum. You can't mess with the momentum. I have to keep just jumping into the... I just have to keep jumping in. I have to keep jumping in. Chat, I just have to. I have to keep jumping into this attack because look at us. We have done the grid attack twice back to back. The first time, we got so close to the end. We were one attack away from it. And then that attack that we just did. We got past the grid attack, but we just got hit on the easiest attack. Well, the attack that is literally this, but with bombs. I don't know how we did it, but we did. So we just need to lock in, get past that grid attack again. We've really cracked the code on that attack. We really cracked the code. Can we do it again for a third time in a row? Come on. Just lock into this attack and get me back to phase 3. Get me back to phase 3, because I'm so confident now in phase 3. I'm so confident there. Just get me there. Just get me there. Come on! 3 times in a row! Never before seen. 3 times in a row. Come on, chat. This has to happen today. We've done it 3 times in a row. That grid attack has been the bane of my existence for 8 days, for 160 attempts, but I'm really making light work of it now. It's becoming a situation where I overcome it. Like, I've overcome it 3 times in a row. Come on. If we can overcome it more times than not, then we are in the money. We are in the money. Come on. Stay still here. Get me to phase 2. Thankfully, we didn't mess up like last time, and we're making our way to phase 2. Of course, we've got a Mega Flirt to get to that 15 out of 15 Doki. And we are just 1 button away from phase 2. Yes! What is it called? A date? Yes, this is a date, Pink. And I'm about to no-hit the fudge out of this date. I'm about to no-hit the fudge out of this date. So let's do it without further ado. Defend, share food, dark burger, and flirt. The thing is, I say without further ado, but of course, we need to take some ado. We need to take a little break here and there because I am shaking like a leaf. We are doing so well right now, and I'm very proud of myself, but we need to make sure we take the time needed for the attacks that we need to do and no hits. Now, of course, I am running into this, but I want to take a little break here because lovely boying it up is what we need to do. We all know it, but that zoom in circle attack, we need hearts. Now, in phase 3, the zooming in circle attack, we don't need hearts. I think we just need to survive. But for this attack, we need the hearts, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to try and survive, but of course, get like, I'd say like 6 hearts, 5 to 6 hearts. Let's really count how many we need. Because I don't actually know. So let me count how many hearts I get and see how many hearts or see how much TP that gets me, and see at the end of the day how set up am I for the TP, because we need 60 TP here. If we don't get 60 TP, we have lost. So let's try and get the 60 TP and see. Have I been counting the hearts? That's definitely 6. That's 7, I think. I think we've got it. 76. Boom, boom, boom. Fantastic stuff. We're at phase 3, people. We're at phase 3. I'm going to share food. Honestly, because I have so much TP, I might genuinely, I don't think this matters too much, but I might tension max. And then, you know what, I'm not even going to risk it. Listen, I was going to save my bitter tier for the next turn, but I really don't think it really increases the amount of turns you do. Maybe the bitter tier would have, because it's 2 extra, as opposed to 1 extra. But yeah, let's focus on the answers right here. But I think it's one of those where, is it go to mountain, date location, take a hike? Yeah, go to mountain. Haven't got that one in a while. And let her down, of course. Let her down, put the letter down, and let her down. I love it. Now, this attack, we definitely have to build up the hype for it, because I'm so nonchalant with this attack, and this is a very, very tough attack. Okay, here we go. Oh, my days. Whew. Whew. Lord, 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 Lord. This attack right here, it's an attack that either we no-hit, or we get hit a substantial amount of times. We get hit more than once. This attack right here, the rotational box, we know exactly what to do. The safe areas are very obvious, but where you have to be is not so much. The safe areas are very obvious for the first 3 attacks. You just go where it's safe. But for the remaining attacks, the box rotates. So you need to go 90 degrees anti-clockwise to where the safe attack is. That's what we need to remember. Now, I think the first 2 times we've beaten it today, not the first 2 times, the 2 times we've beaten this attack today, we have gotten very fortunate with the spawns. Now, if we get fortunate again, thank you so much, but we need to hope and pray that we just remember 90 degrees anti-clockwise is where we need to be after the first 3 attacks. So, without further ado, let's flirt, and without further ado, let's no-hit this attack, people. No hit so far. Heart's pumping out my chest. We can do this. Come on. Get me back to the end of the game. I can get there. I can do this. Okay, safe space in the middle. Forget the hearts. Forget the hearts. Safe space. Found it. Safe space in the middle. Okay, here we go. This is where we got to move. This is where we're moving now. We're moving. Okay, here. Here we go. Really, really good spawns again. Will not complain about that. Insanely good luck. Let's not waste it, people. Let's not waste it. Now, the TP is low. TP is low, so I think we defend. I don't know what we do here. I don't know what we do. I think we just do what we always do, which is just, I mean, get that flirting up. Yeah, I'm usually at 6 Doki here. Okay, like I said, the first time we no-hit that attack, we took damage here. The second time, we didn't. We just need to make sure we just dodge this attack, because more times than not, we dodge this attack, And again, we just dodged it. So just wait for her to go somewhere. She's going down. I thought she was going to go up. Oh, Lord. We no-hit that attack. Now, like I said, we've been here 3 times today. The first time, obviously, we got hit on the attack we just completed. W us. The second time, we no-hit that attack, and we no-hit the attack we're about to do. We just lost it at the final hurdle, the zooming in attack. So, with us being here the 3rd time, can we mimic the 2nd time? Up to the point where we get to the zooming in circle, because we don't want to mimic that part since we got hit at that part. So, without further ado, we are going to flirt, we're going to share food, and honestly, I might tension max in terms of sharing the food, because we are low on Doki. So, we're low on TP as well. Whew, okay. Defend is very simple. The bombs, they might land on you, they might not. We got lucky on our 2nd attempt here. Will the bomb land on us? It is. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, go back to the middle. That's fine. Okay, go back to the middle. Here we go. There we go. Don't land on me. Fantastic. Fantastic stuff. That was not an easy spawn right there. That was not an easy spawn, but we made it look easy. It was not, but we made it look easy. This right here is the attack where we lost health on last turn. Not last turn. The last time I was here. I'm so jumbled. This is crazy. If we get past this attack, we are done. Can I just say that again? Can I say that again for the people in the back? If we get past this attack, we are done. Now, we aren't done, of course, because the first attack is the final stage for us. We have gotten to the final stage and taken damage, so we need to lock him at that stage. But come on, that was a one-off, surely. That was such an easy attack, that scary maze game. If we get to that stage, surely we are done, right? We just need to pay attention. We need to be very, very locked in, and we need to get past it. Chat, if it wasn't obvious already, this is the last attempt of today. This is the last attempt. Let's make it the succeeding attempt. Let's make it the winning attempt. Now, of course, we know exactly what we have to do. Flirt, share food, a dark burger, and then we flirt again. It's the zooming in circle attack. We're at 21 TP. We're going to go to 13. We need a lot of hearts here. We do need a lot of hearts here, so we make sure we don't have to go through this again. But the main aim of the game is don't get hit. Let's hope we do that. Let's hope for glory. Chat, do I lovely boy? No, I don't. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I don't think I lovely boy. At least I hope I don't. We're on 14 Doki. I need 6 the next time we do this. Okay, lock in. Lock in. Lock in, everyone. Lock in. And the most importantly, efficient, you lock in. Talk to yourself here and lock in, because you need to. You need to. Really just take your time. Get the hearts when you need to. Or when you can, sorry. And then just keep on moving on. Get the hearts when you can. There's no hearts. 47 TP. I think we messed up. We have a +5 on the cards, but we need 6 Doki. We need 6 Doki. If I flirt and share food of a double dark burger, that will get us 2 Doki, which will get us to 17 Doki, because Chris will get us +1, this will get us 17, and then Rouse will get us 18. Now, of course, that's not enough. If we mega flirt, it uses 40% of our Doki, of our TP, but we get to 19, so we have to do one more attack. I don't even know what the attack is, but chat, that was supposed to be the final attack. I don't know what the attack's coming up, so hopefully we can no-hit it, but if it's like a grid attack, it's over for us. This is incredible. This is scary. But honestly, I still think we have to go into it with as much hope as possible. Now, I'm going to go for the option of getting 18 Doki in total, just for the fact that we will have TP for next turn. But, come on, please. This is the furthest we've got. We didn't manage to TP it up. Okay, it's this attack. Okay. Okay, doable. 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 No, it's not doable. It's not doable. I got hit twice. I got hit twice. It's really, really tough, chat. It's really tough. Oh my gosh, it's not even that tough. It's really not that tough. It wasn't even that tough. Oh, no. No. How did we not get enough TP? We did it. How did we not have enough TP, chat? What did we do? What did we do wrong? We did everything right, but we didn't have enough TP at the end. Why did we not have enough TP to like Mega Flirt and stuff? Yeah, the TP builder of the zooming in circle, we didn't do amazingly well there in terms of getting hearts, but surely we get something, right? I don't even know. I really don't. Maybe we should have, maybe we should have like used the Fluffy Boy with Rousey, or whatever it's called. What's it called with Rousey? Lovely Boy of Rouse? Maybe we should have done that? I don't know. I don't know. Now, chat, it is 126. I said it's the last attempt, and I want to go again, of course. But I think that's it, chat. I think that's it for today. I'm on a 3-day water fast, for those that don't know. And I'm so close, yet so far. Now, I do really want to go again. But I did say, is that the final attempt? Chat, do we go one more time? You know what? You know what? Let's do it one more time. If I get past the grid attack, then we'll go. If I don't, I'll stop, okay? That is heartbreaking. That is so heartbreaking. I can't believe we lost. Like, we did everything right. We did the certain amount of attacks we were supposed to do. But we just lost at the final hurdle because we didn't have enough Doki as we thought. We didn't have enough TP as we thought we'd have. We were supposed to have enough TP. I don't know what happened. We were just not... I don't know. We just didn't farm TP like we were supposed to. Wow. I can't believe that. Because we did it. We literally did it. But we didn't have enough TP to do it. Gave us an extra attack. And we were in the predicament we found ourselves. Now, of course, like I said, this right here is the last attempt. If we don't do it right now, in terms of the grid attack that we're about to face, then it's over. Can we do the grid attack? Can we continue? Can we make it through? If we don't do this grid attack right now, it's over. I will wipe. And we didn't do it. We didn't do it. So that's it from me, chat. That is it from me. Very heartbreaking. I'm sure, like, we are knocking on the door. We've gotten so close twice today. Maybe even thrice, you could say. Haven't got to the final stage. But chat, 161 attempts. We are about to enter, well, next stream. We're about to, because we just failed attempt 161. We're about to enter attempt 162 tomorrow. And hopefully, with some food in my belly after 3 days of there being no food in my belly, maybe we can do it. And maybe tomorrow will be the day. It'll be a Toby Fox Tuesday, of course. And I look forward to seeing you guys all for that moment. It's very sad how it's taken us 8 days. But I've been enjoying every single moment of it. So really and truly, it is a bit embarrassing that it's taken us this long to no-hit the secret boss. But at the same time, I wouldn't have it any other way. I want it to be true. This is how long it's taken me. It might take people longer than me. It might take people shorter than me. But this is my journey, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. If it takes us 262 attempts, oh, please, Lord, don't make it take another 100 attempts. But if it takes us maybe one more attempt, we do it first time, next time, tomorrow, or whether it takes us 100 more, it's my journey. And chat, I appreciate you all for joining me on this journey. Because I know for a fact, when we complete our challenge of no-hitting the secret boss, it will feel so good. I can't wait to do it. And I can't wait to see you guys there for when we do. And without further ado, I appreciate you all for watching. I'm sorry we couldn't do it today, but tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow for sure. That's in SpongeBob, right? I have no idea. But for everyone watching, I appreciate you all. And I'll see you for the next one. Peace. Wow. I can't believe that, bro.